The downside of having gifts and a level of discernment that God blesses you with is not an easy thing to have, but it is a blessing. And I say this because I met a really cool dude today at a restaurant, and I was sitting over at the table waiting for my food to come up, and he was waiting for his food on the opposite side of the restaurant. He walked over and just sat down and introduced himself and asked if I would be open to have a conversation. I was like, yeah, cool, we can talk, whatever you want to talk about. And the conversation flowed so well, and I can tell at heart that he's a really good person. And that he may even be a fun person. Like, he has a great conversation. Like, I haven't had a random conversation with a stranger like that in a very long time, if ever. He made me want to keep talking, and I'm not really a talkative person like that, but I can, I will engage, and I will, talk back. If you ask questions, I'll answer. I'm an open book. I don't care who it is, 'cause I'm not ashamed of anything. And I'm okay with people getting to know me if that's what they choose to do. However, as I'm sitting there and we're talking, and he's asking me all these questions, and where I'm from, and how I go to college, and where I study, and and what I do for fun, what I do for work, all these little questions that you would ask when you're trying to get to know somebody. So I'm answering, and as I'm answering him, I hear the Holy Spirit just telling me, he's not mentally well. He's not mentally well. And I'm going back and forth in my head with the Holy Spirit, and I'm like, what do you mean he's not mentally well? You trying to say you crazy? And basically, the level of discernment that I have says yes, and that he has an anger problem. I literally seen this man's entire life. I've seen his entire life. As he was sitting in front of me, he was sitting across from me, and I went from this to this to in sorrow, I didn't treat him any differently, and the conversation didn't change, but my heart did. My heart posture towards him did. And that's not to say I think I'm better. No, not in that way, but it's a barrier or a protection for me to, have a guard up, to protect myself, because all those alarms just went off. It was one after another, boom, 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 boom. The Holy Spirit just fired me up with all of this information about this person that's a stranger that I have not known a good 10 minutes. And when that happens, it just reminds me how fortunate I am to be a child of God, to have a direct line of communication with God, for him to go before me in everything that I do, in meeting people and protecting me. Because had I gone off of my own perception, I would have figured he was a good guy, and I would have been open to, us pursuing a deeper connection and getting to know each other and maybe hanging out. And now that I have the revelation that I have, I know how to treat the situation moving forward. We did exchange numbers, but I'm going to pray for him tonight, and I know that God will reveal more things to me, even though I don't want him to. I know that he will, because that's just how God works. But I just wanted to say, if you are a person that is filled with the Holy Spirit and you have the gift of discernment, you know what I'm talking about. You literally could meet a person, and within 5 seconds, you know everything you need to know about them. And it's not like that for everybody that you meet, but for those particular people, it's just dang, man, I was hopeful about this. Or, now I have to move in a different way with this person, or I have to, just be on guard, really. And it sucks, but it's a blessing. It's kind of like bittersweet. Anybody else experience this? I know I have some Christians on my page. Talk to me.